Hey, it's me again. I'm always taking my shoes off when I start recording because I always stand here, so I look funny. I know. I'm just like, what's going on? But it's me again, that guide of light to help you through the night. And I just wanted to share something with you because I've been dealing with somebody that they keep acting like they're trying to get to know me, right? And I'll get to know people. And the thing is, when you have boundaries, people will tell you all kinds of things about yourself when you don't let them cross your boundaries. So when it comes to having the boundary of someone getting to know you, let's say, they come in real strong and heavy, talk, and then they pull back and disappear for a while. And then they want to come back and then they go away. And that's this runner chaser mentality. I want to know, but so when you're dealing with someone like that, they're wasting your time, they're wasting your energy, they waste your mental capacity, your efforts, everything about you can go to waste by dealing with this runner chaser mentality. So yesterday, this person told me, you're bipolar. And I said, wait a second, let me get one thing straight with you. I'm not bipolar. What I've done is allow you to let me know who you are. And I've realized that you're toxic. You play a nasty little game. You come in and you fish. There's no fish in my pond. I'm not looking for anybody to catch a fish. I I would rather be adults about the situation. So you either come in and show that you're consistent, or I say you're crossing a boundary, you're being toxic, you can go away. Then if you want to try to come back and approach me differently, I'll give you a chance. But you do the same bullshit, go again. Eventually I put my guard up. Like, no, we're done. I'm done playing with you. You need to go sit down, heal yourself, and mature before you can come back and approach me. And this is a mature mentality to have. So if you're dealing with people that want to come in and out of your life, in and out of your life, try to cut that off, especially if they're only coming to you when they want attention, when they have an issue, when they feel like they're losing you, whatever it is. Don't continue to play this game with them because this is a toxic cycle that you are in. And honestly, I've had to realize that went on for me to start understanding what I wanted in relationships. And for me to break that pattern, I had to finally go, here's a wall, talk to the hand because the face ain't listening. And it's self-preservation. Because like I said, you can get into these relationships and think that, oh, they're just busy, or, oh, I can sympathize. But at the same time, you're cutting yourself short. Every time you cut yourself short and give somebody enough rope, at some point, if you find the courage to stand up for yourself, they're going to hang themselves with the rope. If you don't find the courage, you're like, wait, hold on. And you're like a dog on a leash. You're being pulled along, or a human walking a dog that's out of control, however you need to look at it. But my whole point is, don't let people come in and toy with you because you have so much more value. You have the ability to be alone for one. It's okay to try to talk to people. It's okay to try to build new relationships. And the hard part I'm finding in life is I'm trying to build relationships, platonic relationships. But every man I meet is like, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I want to get in your pants. Oh, I want to eat you up. And I can't seem to make friends these days because maybe I'm still just learning all these cycles, these lessons. And I know my soul family is coming towards me. I'm working daily on saying my affirmations and focusing on my manifestations and creating the world that I desire. So with that, if you're in the same boat, understand that you're attracting all kinds of things. You're attracting toxic people. You're attracting healthy people. You're attracting just people to open your eyes, whatever it is. But that's where you got to start weeding through. Like, okay, you can stay. And even if you let them stay, the next day can be like, no, you got to go. You're not who I thought you were. And it's okay if you meet somebody and you think they're a certain way and they're not. Cut that shit out of your life, because you can spend time waiting. And the funny thing was, I was sitting here going back and forth like, I miss that person, all the nostalgia, right? Everything was coming back. And I was going back through the list of names as they're popping up, because I even have people messaging me from Facebook that I went to school with and I don't remember who they are, but they're asking me about people in high school. Like, the past is coming back fast, hard, and strong in my life. And I've had to be like, if I don't know you, if I can't remember you, either for one, it's somebody else acting like they're a person that I know, trying to get into what's going on in your life. How are you doing? Trying to holler at me, whatever it is. Goes back to the, you're not trying to be my friend. And at this point in my life, I think a lot of us as adults are getting tired of trying to create new relationships, which is why a lot of us are still in toxic energy, because we hang on to the past. We start going through, who was there? Who was I comfortable with? Who did I love? Who did I share happy moments with? But when you try to go back to the past to find those things, you're going to find yourself looping back into those toxic cycles, rather than saying, okay, I got to clear the space of the past, live in the present moment, not even consider the future, and just start attracting. Become a magnet for what you want in your life, because the more you can think about what you want, forget about what you don't want, you start creating new space for new people. And that's the thing. You're going to have the old shed away and the new come in. And that's where we're at in life. We need to be done with those past toxic cycles. And I don't know how many people are in the same area of healing that I'm at, because we're all in different parts of our journey. Some haven't started, some have just started, some are halfway through, some are pretty much towards the end. And not to say you're ever going to end, but when I talk about an end, it's like leveling up on a conscious level, to where you get more awareness and you have the ability to protect yourself better. So in order to even embark on this journey, that's where you have to start closing toxic chapters. And you'll go through different doors. You'll go through, it's like an accordion, the flaps of it. You know, you're going to go piece by piece to get rid of that childhood trauma, that past life trauma, those bonds that have held you tied to different people. And even last night, I had to finally just close the chapter for good and tell myself, no more looking back, because that's another thing. You can find yourself saying, I'm done with that. And then you say, okay, I'll give it one more chance because you're approaching me differently. Oh, nope, you turned into the same thing. Close it. Oh, and back and forth. But the more you do back and forth, it's a tug of war. And then you're stuck. Not even in any moment. It's almost like a purgatory of, are you going to learn the lesson, or are we going to keep doing this dirty little dance? So I'm sharing this to try to help you if you're in the process of opening and closing a door, peeking out, coming back, peeking out, coming back, just open, close. Because it's like there's a hurricane outside, right? And you open the door and the wind blows all these leaves in, and now you got to clean up the mess. And then you close the door and start all over again. It's just this back and forth, back and forth. So even I am at a point in my life where I have to make a choice, finalize the decision, just don't turn back. And when you don't turn back anymore, when you're done looking over your shoulder, that's when you can finally go, okay, I know I'm going to have to sit here for a minute, because that is the process of transformation. And transformation fucking hurts on a mental level, on a physical level, emotional level, because you're dealing with loss as well as sitting stagnant and then going into growth. And that's a process. And as humans, we think, so we feel, and it's not something that's simple. So go through the process and try to do it with your dignity intact. Because like I said, this person wanted to tell me I was bipolar. And that's another thing about somebody that's toxic. When you are starting to set firm boundaries for them and you won't let them cross them, all of a sudden you're toxic. All of a sudden they're snapping at you, one hand, or, nice backhanded compliments to confuse you. There's this state of them making you question yourself because you're standing up for yourself. And a lot of times, if you're not firm in who you are, know exactly what you stand for. I created these boundaries to protect me, not hurt you. If you're not in that mindset and someone comes at you and calls you names because they're acting out from a place of hurt, because you're shutting them out or you put them in their place, and I'm saying describe them to themselves. You let them know how they treated you and that it's not acceptable, so now they're upset. It's like the babies I work with. There's one specific baby, anytime I say no, she starts crying and just doesn't stop. Actually, there's 2 of them now. So no one likes to be told this isn't working. They want to be the ones to say it. So when it comes down to it, as you're setting these boundaries for your strong foundation, you're going to meet people that are going to want to make you overthink the process. They're going to make you think that you're toxic. They're going to make you start breaking down those barriers and allowing them to mistreat you. And the thing is, when you meet somebody and you're trying to go into a relationship, I don't care if it's romantic, platonic, whatever it is, if you let people cross your boundaries, they're going to continue to do it because you're the one teaching people what you will allow in your life. If you let them treat you like shit from the start, they're going to treat you like shit as long as they can. And I used to let people kind of decide how they were going to treat me, and then I figured out how to adjust myself to deal with it. As I got older, I realized I don't like the way they're making me feel, and I started cutting them out of my life. So I want you to find the courage to start cutting people out of your life. Because if you're not cutting them out and you're letting them stay, then essentially you're abandoning yourself. And you love yourself more than that. I know you do. You get up every day. A lot of people pray. And it doesn't matter who or what you pray to. It's the fact that you're showing you have faith. And if you have faith in the world around you that you're going to survive it, then have faith in yourself that you are valuable. You are intelligent. You know what you want. You know what makes you comfortable. Don't let other people tell you what it is that you are after in life. Because the more you let them tell you, the more you're vindicating them and you're abandoning yourself. And I know it's hard to stand up for yourself. Like I said, I was always a people pleaser. And it affected me in a very negative way. So try to understand, if you're creating boundaries, you're enforcing those boundaries, there's a lot of people that are going to come and test you to see if you truly believe what you're saying for yourself. So don't let anyone make you feel crazy. Don't let anyone put labels on you. Don't let anyone tap dance all over your boundaries and stick in your life. You have the right to preserve yourself, love yourself, protect yourself. You have that right. Don't give it to anybody else. So that's really all I wanted to share, and I'm going to leave it on that note, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye-bye.